Hi, this is Kerry Artek with Wicked Stocks bringing you the daily SPY report for Monday, December 6th, 2021. Before I jump into the charts, I just want to encourage you to please click like if you like the daily SPY report. If this is your first time you've seen it or you watch it every day, clicking like every time does actually help with the YouTube presence for Wicked Stocks, and I appreciate that. Also, click subscribe. Subscribing to the Wicked Stocks YouTube channel will provide you notification each and every time the daily SPY report has been uploaded for your viewing. It goes out every day, as you might expect, usually by around 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, Chicago, each and every trading day for the next trading day. All right, before I jump into the charts, I just want to show you the support and resistance levels for today. I've got 450.02 below and 455.07 above, and this is based on Friday's close of 453.42. And so that's bracketing the market right now. Both of those offer decent intraday trade, well suited for aggressive day traders. And they have pivot point quality. So, if we break 450.02, then 442.48 is in reach today. And if we push or open today above 455.07, then 460.01 is in reach today. So let's talk the downside. Breaking 450.02 would indicate 442.48. And that is nothing more than that sort of the mid band of a long-term channel structure that you're well acquainted with by now. If you've been watching the daily SPY report for the last few weeks, it's been an objective now for almost 2 weeks. It remains a target this week below 460.01, which I'll get to in a moment. 442.48 able to contain selling into January trade, and from there the market can rebound nicely, possibly back to the 479.74 long-term trend line by the end of January or sooner. Now, I will say this while we're looking at this chart: if we do close today below 442.48, then you should expect that 427.94 long-term channel bottom within a day or two, I would think, with this kind of volatility, and 427.94 is able to contain selling through Q1. And once tested, the 479.74 long-term trend line in reach within several months. While we're looking at this chart, I might as well cover sort of the ugly scenario. I'm not anticipating it, but if we did close below 427.94, and I'll just convert this to a weekly chart, you should anticipate 382.80 within, I'm going to say, 3 to 5 weeks or less. It could be a week or two, depending. But I'd say by the end of January or sooner, 382.80 expected, where we could bottom out through 2022. That is a long-term structure on the weekly chart. Let's jump back to the support and resistance, and I'll show you that if we push or open today above 455.07, that late rally, the last half hour of the day, we dipped below that 449.95 level by about a full point, and the market came back and pushed into the 453 handle by the closing bell. That late momentum, if we push or open today above 455.07, remains intact, and we can continue on up to 460.01. And 460.01 is nothing more than a short-term channel top on the daily chart. It uses Friday's low against Wednesday's low, and we project at the same rate of descent, 460.01 today. It actually makes more spatial sense, if you will, by looking at the 30-minute bar chart. And you can see it's represented here at 460.01. It's not 460.01 exactly on the 30-minute because that's dropping ever so gradually on a 30-minute basis, but it is sort of the average for the day on the daily chart. It is a level that can contain buying into the middle to later part of the week, and from there we can fall back to the 442.48 channel bottom within the week. Given this heightened volatility, we could test 460.01 today, and by end of day Wednesday be trading at 442.48. And in fact, holding below 460.01, I am anticipating a test this week of that 442.48. So it still remains an objective below 460.01. But if we close today above 460.01, good, not only a good weekly low, but a momentum reversal on a 3 to 5 day basis, whereby we should, on the following day, retest that 466.51 channel bottom, which I know you're familiar with. You've been watching the daily SPY for the last couple of weeks, and ultimately closing above 460.01. I think within a matter of 3 to 5 days, we should reach 470.93. So if we close today above 460.01 by end of day Friday, 470.93 in reach, where we could top out through next week. Now that 466.51, it is still a legitimate level. It is where the sell signal began for me a couple of weeks ago, almost. But it doesn't have, how should I say, rallying back up to it and selling it under the assumption that the market then will fall back from there into the 440s, that 442.68 level. 442.48, sorry, level within a matter of a week or two is no longer a part of the dynamic. For me, closing above 460.01 should yield 470.93 within 3 to 5 days, and that is the level you could consider selling, buying puts, liquidating a long position, whatever the case may be, because from there the market can top out on a weekly basis and perhaps fall back, rotate back into the 440s within 2 to 3 weeks of that. And then the question begs, at what point do we actually indicate another test of that long-term trend line well above the market at 479.74, and that would be a settlement above 470.93, that formation, because until then we could top out there. There's a lot going on in the very low 470s, lots of highs that played out in early November. The high settlement price still 469.73, so forth and so on. So closing above 470.93 is our indication for a retest of that long-term trend line at 479.74. Getting back to the support and resistance, I'm just going to look at this, see if there's anything else I need to say. And no, we've got very high volatility right now. Some of these levels near the market I wanted to call session containment, but really no more. I think because of the wild dynamic that still exists, this high volatility market, it's sort of tread lightly in this zone, pushing above 455.07, 460.01 expected intraday, breaking 450.02, 442.48 in reach today, where we could actually put out a longer term low, which is to say through January trade, perhaps. Last thing I'll say is if we close above 460.01, we've got a 3 to 5 day recovery again into the low 470s. I think that's all that needs to be said for the Daily SPY Report for Monday, December 6th. I'll be back tomorrow evening by 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. You should have another Daily SPY Report. Please click like and subscribe. I really appreciate your support, and we will talk tomorrow.